Hi guys, welcome back to AI with MJ. As I was continuing with the NeetCode 250 series, today I'm gonna be doing question number 27, remove element from that, and I'm gonna be pasting the question here and then do like a 25-minute timer as always and go over a few variants or like something similar. All right, so let's get started. I have pasted the question and started the timer as well. So the question is, given an integer array, we have to, okay, let me just place an example as well. Yeah, all right. So given an integer array nums and an integer array value, remove all occurrences of value of numbers in place. The order of the elements may be changed. Then return the number of elements in which we are not equal to the value. Okay. Consider the number of elements in numbers which are not equal to value to get accepted, and you need to do the following thing. Okay. Okay. It basically says the same thing. If we do look at the example in this, we're given like a list of integer as input and the value is 3. And here the output is 2 because those are the two elements left here as you can see. And then 3 is just empty and it's done in place. Okay. One like brute force approach would have been to just like create another array like answer and then if check if the value in numbers is similar to the value that is given as the target, or if not, if it is, then don't add it to the array, otherwise just add it to the answer array. But of course that would not work because we have to do it in place. So one thing that comes to mind to do it in place is to, for example, if this is where we start iterating in this array because we'll have to go. So we can check right now this is value is 3, which is equal. So substitute this with the next value. So here we'll come and substitute this here. So one good option could be something like a 2-pointer approach where we can keep k. And the k will only move like when the target value is not equal to the value in the current index. So right now we know that this, when this is the situation, we know that this needs to be moved because right now this is not equal. So how we can go about moving is we'll place this 2 here and 3 here, 3 like nothing here actually, and then I moves forward and then this place k will come here as this place remains empty. Again, since this is not equal to the value, so 2 will come here and this remains empty. And then k comes here. Right now, it's nothing here, so I comes here. And then again, as we can see, it's equal, so this is it. And then k will just remain here. And that's it. That would be the answer, and the for loop would be over. So just to go over space and time complexity. So time complexity would be O of n because we're just iterating once, and space would be O of 1 because this is done in place. And we don't really have to ask about all the data manipulation and stuff because it explicitly like tells us to do it in place. And just to code it up quickly, I can just make a class of solution and we can do like define remove elements. Here the input is nums, which is a list of integers. And we are also given val, which is an integer, and we are going to be returning an integer as well. And I think it's from typing import lists. Typing import list. Yeah. So we're good here. And as I mentioned, this is k is what we're going to be returning. So we can do return k, and we can start k at 0. As I was mentioning, ki and k starts there. And it will go for I in range of len of nums, right? Like we have to go over it entirely. And here, if suppose like number at I is not equal to val, that is when we're gonna like do the swapping and also move k plus equals 1. And before moving the k, we want to swap it. So number at k will be equal to number at I. Nums I. Okay, and then I think that's pretty much it. Just to do a dry run quickly, we can do it here. So we can maybe do like come up with our own example. So let's do 3, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, right? And we can also add another 7 here. Okay, and we can do val is equal to 7. That is our input. So right now, when as I mentioned, let's just put nums here. This is our I, and this is our k. So k starts at the 0 index, so we're good here. And then for I in range len nums, this is the for loop we get into. I equals 0, right? Actually, to do that, I equals 0 and k equals 0. Okay, and the value is 3, and the value here is 3 as well. So right now we check that value is equal to 7. No, it's not. It goes through this. So we are good here. And then number at k would not be equal to number at I. So they both are similar. So we move forward. And this becomes 1. And our value is currently at 7. And then we move forward and k is at 1 as well, and the value is 7. Now this will hit, right? Like right now it's equal to value. So what will happen is k will remain there and I will move on. So I will become 2, and right now we have 5. And here we see that k remains at 1 and 7. So this condition here will get triggered, and then we will swap the k here. So k would become 5 and this would be empty. And then we move forward till 6, where we are at 3 and the value is 6 for I. And here we will go and check for the same condition. Our k is actually at 2 now, and there is nothing there. So we will have to switch it back with 6 because it needs to shift up and this line will get executed. And at position 2, the value will become 6. And the loop will continue until I reaches the end. And our output would look like, so 7 gone, 5, 6, 7, 7. We had 3 sevens, so 1, 2, whoa, and 3. Alright, so this is what it should look like. I don't think there's much like to explain, and this code I know for sure runs. One of the variants that is asked is a question prior to this on Leetcode, and it is Leetcode problem 26. And basically in that Leetcode 26, and that problem is find and remove duplicates when the array is sorted. So this is one of the example. Let me paste it here. 1 1 2, and then we only have to keep one of the, like only one element we have to keep from here. And in terms of code, it does not change much. So for example, if this is our solution, right? Remove elements, sorted. Okay, everything else same. We'll just add like one condition. If like numbers is like nothing, then we just return 0. And other than that, one thing we'll change is we'll have to compare with the previous number. So we can start at index 1 and it will go from 1 to len of range numbers. And here we'll check if the current number is not equal to the previous number, so I minus 1. And if it's not, then we just change the number, include like move the k forward and return k. That is pretty much it. I think these two problems are the common ones, and then after that a few more variants or like something similar is like Leetcode 283, where we have to take all the duplicates, like remove all the duplicates and put it at the end of the array. And also like partition array by condition. But I think these two are like good example of this particular pattern, specifically two-pointer approach. But yeah, I'll be ending it here. It's a little shorter than what I was expecting, but thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll make more videos and finish this playlist soon.